Let me see.
You got it right. Yeah. Put my phone silent.
Yep. All right, I'm good. I want that. See, you guys have it good. It's good to have it like right underneath here. Yeah. Because I had it here on the side and it sounded far away.
Yeah. I work in production, so it's always center's the best. If like it was multiple people, then I'll put it here because I'm turning this way. But every time I go for the center. But like, let's just say it was 3 people, put it to that if you can't center it.
All right, PGN podcast episode 49.
Yo,
we here. How's everybody week?
How's your week?
It was a good week. Nothing really crazy happened.
I thought you went to yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
No, I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, chill week.
Same thing with you?
Now with me, it was I missed it. I wasn't here last week because I was working. So I worked like 6 days in a row.
Oh damn.
Some days I'm like, I'm just thugging it out. And some days I'm like, what the hell am I doing? So it was all work. It was just work. But it was nothing like eventful. It was work.
Yeah.
And but I got some shine at work. I told you about that. Some tips, card letters, and it's crazy sometimes when you get like appreciated. You're like, what the fuck? Okay, this makes sense. Yeah. You don't look for that, but it was that type.
That's what I like about Marshall. They do appreciate us.
Yeah. So
like where me and Zaza work at.
Yeah.
That district is pretty good. Like they really give a fuck.
Oh, they give you that. Okay.
Well, they make us feel like we're paras, but they make us feel like we're real teachers, and they really include us in everything. And they have like a paraprofessional day, and they do a lot. Yo, bro, if it's something small like that, bro,
it goes a long way.
Teachers Week, we're involved.
Yeah,
like
it goes a long way.
It goes a long way.
So it's like I'm cheesy with I don't care about that, but when it happens, I'm like,
you appreciate
it. It made me feel a little good. So that was the week. It was a basic week in that.
Yeah, me too. I just worked, and then yesterday my boy's birthday. We just went to his house and we just fucking drank till like 4 a.m. I'm fucking done right now.
That's why on camera.
Those days.
Yeah, I'm fucking done right now.
Those days.
We stood up playing DMX. And my boy got drunk.
We was playing DMX.
We got drunk.
The started saying.
Yeah, we started arguing about DMX versus Jay-Z. We're just like retarded.
Yeah, I love those. You know,
what was your take on it?
Well, the final take was we agreed that Jay had a better career, but like DMX at his peak, he was better than Jay at his peak.
I mean, it's the truth.
One thing he said that was true about that was like he was like, well, with Jay-Z, he took a while to build up. Like by his 3rd album, 4th album, he was Jay-Z. He said when DMX came out first album, it was DMX out the gate. It was a nuclear weapon.
And then even 2 albums in 1 year.
Yeah,
it was.
No one's. I think someone else has done that, but it was,
he was the first at that time, and then it was like
at that magnitude too. Like it was really a takeover.
This is the first time I seen that too. Like he was releasing the 2nd album, and one of the last singles from the 1st album was still doing his thing.
Rough Riders Anthem he had that was still doing this thing.
Still doing this. I'm like,
it kind of overshadowed 2nd album because when I was a kid, I didn't hear the 2nd album until I got older.
Really the first single from Flesh of My Flesh,
Slippin', yeah.
But that's a good. It's a deep record. Like
it wasn't a banger like Rough Riders Anthem or Get At Me Dog.
That was a slow build.
Yeah,
and he had some things on it. Nah, that dude when he came, anytime he dropped the album until when it got to the Year of the Dog. He was dealing with a lot, but those first 2-3 albums when he dropped the single,
and then there was X was fire too.
No, and that's what I'm saying. That was the 3rd one, but that 3rd one, Who We Be, and that's Great Depression. My bad. And then
and he had Party Up.
Yo, what's my name?
Yeah, that's all hard. I played that yesterday. I was like, name a harder hip hop record ever.
Then what's my?
You can't. That song is too hard. It's ridiculous.
I can't even hear it. Yeah. It's like, like, and his aggression,
his energy was crazy.
And then he could do a record like Slippin' and like what versatile.
Because even when he had the last thing I want to say about this, we get into it. The freestyle they had at backstage, him and DMX.
Him and Jay, yeah.
And it's like Jay has the lyricism, but
that guy
he comes in and he was killing it. It's like it's too much,
that's
bro.
Back to basically summing up what you said. It was like when he dropped, and Jay-Z was that, but that's what Jay-Z's like, yo, can you come on Money Cash?
Yeah,
I need Jay.
I was just listening to it yesterday.
That was a DMX solo record too.
Yeah,
He bought it. He bought that off Irv Gotti.
Yeah. Nah.
Oh, Irv Gotti made that beat.
Irv Gotti.
Money Catch Holes.
Okay.
So he bought it off Irv Gotti.
Nah, it was
because that shit was crazy.
I'm gonna wrap it up. But I did tell you that. Remember, I said in my history, this is me. I said when people dropped their first album, and I went 1, 2, 3, and I was a kid. The first one that I'm putting up there, and it's a battle, but it was Snoop Dogg. What's my name? I was like,
Doggy Style.
Oh, Doggy Style. My bad. What's my name? And Gin and Juice was just everywhere. Remember, like, and that, we was kids. I didn't know he did 800-something thousand.
Yeah.
The second time that happened, I'm skipping to It was Get Rich or Die Trying. It was like this way that and so the third person I have there, and I know he came out before Get Rich or Die Trying, was DMX. Like, when that As Dark as Hell as I dropped, everything stopped. All the shiny suit stuff stopped.
It got gritty.
Like, it got gritty. Yo, this guy's here, but that was damn. It took us down.
All right, so we're about to get we're gonna get into the first topic today. Jets fire Robert Saleh. A lot of speculation in there, whether it was Aaron Rodgers' fault or maybe it was just something that the ownership decided to make because they had a bad record the past 3 years. You know, a lot of details with that. Is it his fault that Zach Wilson never developed? You know, we don't know. You know what I mean? So, what do you guys think about the whole firing that happened mid-year too? You know,
this is why I always call Aaron Rodgers the coach killer. Because the minute we always talk about it. We talk about it offline. When he went in for that hug and he backed him up, I was like, he's done with him.
Why did he do that?
Because he's a player's coach, but you got to realize Aaron Rodgers is not that type of player.
I'm talking about why Aaron Rodgers did that.
Because Aaron Rodgers don't like people. He don't like people like that.
Family. Remember the family.
He's not that one type of coach. I think he became that player when he won some of those MVPs. Because I remember back in the day, he would do the arm, do the belt, he would this
kind of double check.
Once he wins 2, 3 MVPs,
you can't talk to him anymore.
Don't really touch me. And if you haven't won anything, then really don't touch me. So I saw it. I was just like, nah.
And the coaches got younger.
Yeah,
as his career went on. So what the hell do you know?
So, but the thing I think with him with Mike McCarthy was like, I'm smarter than you.
Yeah, I'm smarter than you.
And then what was the thing with him and Matt LaFleur?
Same thing.
Like,
well, you're young.
I don't think he thought he was smarter.
No, he's young. You don't really know. I've been doing this.
Yeah, I've been doing this.
So how you gonna tell me?
I don't like that play.
I've been winning. You can't tell me to change his play. Like, and you know, those type of players, when you win a lot, he became stubborn. He became like, nah, no one can tell me to change. No one can tell me. He pretty much became Brett Favre. Like, I think we can all agree with this. He gradually
I will say this, the Brett Favre thing, I agree with you, but the Brett Favre thing, to me, Brett Favre loved the culture. He loved, and I'm not trying to say Aaron Rodgers doesn't love football, but it just seems like I just do this because I'm smarter and better. Like, it's really like nose in the air, like snotty, you know.
And sometimes when those guys have like success being off script, you know what I mean? Like the coach is like, yo, make sure you run it. And they're like, we ain't running it, motherfucker. We're throwing a 50-yard bomb. You know what I mean? And it works when you're younger because you create, but then as you get older, the boy ain't going as far, it ain't as fast.
So you remember
I
start
said throwing
game
picks.
Game one, I said, yo, he looking like a statue a little bit. As some games he was moving around, but it's not the same. No, it's not the same. And the other thing too is like when you don't respect your coaches, they can't coach you. No. So that's the difference. Like I remember I seen, this is acting, but like Denzel, I seen Robert De Niro. They go to the director like, direct me, like do that. That's why they continue to be great. And then when you said, yo, no, I don't want to hear this. Doing that. It's a downfall, and then now he's saying he had nothing to do with it.
Come on, bro! Like you ain't gotta lie. Like,
and the owner said he met up with him the night before, but they didn't discuss.
Didn't discuss that.
Why would you meet up at night to discuss anything else, guys? Come on, y'all not having dinner with each other. Aaron Rodgers not that type of person. He pretty much was like, "Yo, I don't like this," but then y'all keep Nathaniel Hackett. Like, I'm like,
no, but now he's not a play caller anymore. But that's what Saleh was about to take away the play calling, and then. You still did the same thing. Yeah. And
so what's the point?
This guy, I don't know, the defensive coordinator, you know, they're doing good on defense, but it's just like
it's more to me, it's more typical. Aaron, because last year the defense was really good. They have the same players and they're playing worse because it's the aura on the team. Listen, if you're pushing your head coach away with a push, that vibe is not in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? So
we not rocking with each other.
Yep.
He wasn't there at training camp. He probably don't do a lot of. He probably don't do a lot of team things. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, oh, I'm gonna go home and and do whatever fuck you want to do. And they're like, you can't. Like Shannon Sharp is saying that, bro. Every time I played with John Elway, all the years, Elway was a straight nosed dude. But when Shannon Sharp had the club station was invented while he played, because he used to in his hotel room they used to roll dice and drink and all that shit. Where we used to go. He goes, I only came for 2-3 hours. That's good enough.
And he doesn't probably really want to do it. I gotta be with my boys.
I gotta be like part of the team. Yeah.
I've been in the locker room, not at that level, of course, but when the locker room it carries on to the field.
Yeah, especially the best players there. Like
best players.
Fuck it, I'll take a shot with y'all. Fuck it. Shit.
Kobe did that one time. Kobe was always distant, but I remember when, like I told you, he became really a leader that second those two championships. Yeah. He's like, yo. What did he try to show them? He's like, oh, y'all go out and I'm gonna go out with y'all. He drank with them. He showed up to practice. He said, I can do this. I need y'all to do the same thing. Don't be. It's not an excuse that you went out.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can't. But this off-putting, I'm better than everybody. Yeah. How does that work in football?
Yeah. Not at all.
It doesn't work in any sport anyway.
But worse because the quarterback has to be the leader.
Yep.
He has to be. And the thing to me is like I was going back before. Aaron Rodgers, like I said, Aaron Rodgers is the type of dude that in the huddle, if you see something, how many plays he done that during his career where he throws a crazy ass back shoulder to Devontae Adams and it's like a crazy ass pass, and now you can't do that no more. Now what you should be doing is, I feel like the Jets last year were a quarterback away. Everybody felt that you're a quarterback away.
I felt that they were like 7. 10 or whatever,
but if the right thing should have came in and said, "Listen, we're running the ball." Fucking Breece Hall is a beast, and Braylon Allen started showing he was a beast. Run the ball 25 times. You throw 17 times, and call it a day. Yo, you can literally feed Garrett Wilson.
Yep. We need you to do that magic once in a while.
Once in a while.
And regardless, people don't understand, even with Brady when he won in Tampa Bay, it wasn't Brady like just doing like it was a great defense. Godwin.
He needed a supporting cast.
He even brought Gronkowski just for moments. Gronkowski wasn't Gronkowski all the time. But yo, when we gotta do what we gotta do, we can do that.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette. Yep. But it's about Aaron Rodgers.
Yep. So it's about him. And you can always see now he's gonna try to play like, oh no, I didn't try to do it. I'm like, bro.
He was already at Pat McAfee saying he had nothing to do with it.
Come on, bro. Like we know he has nothing to do with it. Like, don't lie to us in our face.
The thing is, you got nothing to do with anything.
That's but everywhere you go is a problem.
Exactly. That's a problem yourself.
You got nothing to do with anything, though.
Anything. Like, yo, no. Bro. Mandatory camp is not mandatory. I'm like, what? Since when? He's the only person that came up with that.
Yeah.
Even during the COVID thing, regardless of people wanted the shot or not, he said, I'm inoculated or something. You're the smartest guy. You just know everything.
He's always the smartest guy in the room.
And remember when Brady went to Tampa Bay, they had to kick him out of the high school field because it was shut down for COVID.
Yep.
He called Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, called a bunch of receivers to come out and run routes. And the cops had to come and get him out of there. That's how dedicated Tom Brady was. He was like, yo, fuck it. Let's just throw the ball. I don't give a fuck we throw the ball in my backyard, motherfucker. Yeah. Let's just throw the ball around.
He needs the timing. Timing. That's the thing about football. That's why training.
You need to know where your player is good at catching it, what angles.
So look at that interception he had in London.
That's bad. That was bad. We were watching it here. Like he threw it. He tried to throw it back shoulder. It was right through the cornerback.
What's the name?
Gilmore.
Yeah, Stephon Gilmore. Like it was a bad pass. Even the first interception, they were blitzing, but they dropped out. But that can happen. But it's him just saying, "Oh, I've seen this before." And it's like anything. You have to do. I can't just jump out and then drive a car for like 5 years and just think I could drive the same way. I have to put the work in. He's thinking, "Oh, by week 3, I'll figure it out."
Yeah.
And last game, he threw 54 times. I'm like,
for 200 something yards. How come he didn't get 400 yards? He hasn't thrown for 300 yards in like 28 games.
And to me, it's like, say with the run game, bro. I had Breece Hall last year in fantasy. There was Yo, that team was horrible. Offense was horrible.
Still.
He's busted out 60-yard touchdowns, 40-yard.
Now they don't run the ball.
Come on. And Brandon Allen, like I said, you got two guys that you could just run down their throat. And that's going to turn the defense up.
Yep.
Because all defenders, when they interview them, the run game gets some hype. When a running back runs over a defender, they're like, yo, I want my helmet on right now. I want to go out there and go crazy.
Now, this happens in football. A lot of sports, remember, like basketball, you play offense, defense. Football can get divided, like offense dudes.
Like, the defense can not fuck with them because they be like, yo, you got rid of our coach, but you guys aren't scoring points either.
Yeah.
So like,
it could get real defensive in there. And they're still in the running to because this game's big against Buffalo. Yeah. The division is not. Come on, Patriots. I don't know what y'all doing. No, Miami tour. That's between them two.
Facing the Bills right now is
Bills is
bad.
not even.
But
it's bad, but it's good because you need to know what the hell's going on, and y'all need to win that game.
Yep.
But you have other things going on. Hassan Reddick.
Yeah.
Your owner. It's a lot. It's a normal Jets thing.
Yeah. This is why I never believe in the Jets because somehow, some way, they're caught in their own organization. The organization's always in some fluctuation. They always got some problems or something like that.
But when you have a good organization, the way they run the organization is it's us first.
Mm-hmm.
Do you fit what we're doing?
Yeah.
And the Giants. The Giants stay relevant even though they don't have a lot of great players because they're going to go, listen, Malik Neighbors, this is how we run the organization. You cool with that?
Yep.
If you're not cool with that, we won't draft you. We won't sign you, nothing, because you're not bigger than the Giants.
No, exactly.
And the Jets allow Aaron Rodgers to come and be bigger than the organization. And he hasn't even been there enough to do that. There's no cachet there.
They did the same thing with Brett Favre. But they were winning. I remember they were 8-3. They did the same thing way back in the day. Neil O'Donnell from the Pittsburgh Steelers. They just think this thing is like a plug and play thing. It's like you said, it's a culture.
Yep.
And if you don't have that, you just can't just because Aaron Rodgers said
you're starving for a win so much that you just put up with anything.
But that means you're desperate.
Yes. Desperate things, desperate people do.
So
what's the next thing?
I think at the end that was on Rodgers.
It's on Aaron Rodgers. Everybody's saying it. And I always liked them, but I was just like, it's gotten to a point. It's like,
is he worth all this drama at this point?
No,
that's
no.
All right. So the next topic we have is Cam Newton joins First Take. I don't know what their plans are with him. I guess as time passes by, we'll learn what plans they have for him.
Yeah.
But this is start going into the area of the podcast space. Is linear linear television is called? Linear television, some shit is called? Linear television. Is that dying out? That ESPN now has to get Pat McAfee on. They got to get Shannon Sharp on. Cam Newton, guys with a big internet following. Even Stephen A. has gone to the podcast world, and he's an SNL, and he's trying to bring viewership. So do you think this was a good move for First Take to do this? And does it show that, popular television as we know it is, dying for our eyes?
Yeah, TV's been dying for our eyes for a minute. So, but like First Take, I get why they would, because Cam, he's been on a lot of things recently. So like, it's like, yo, how do we get that type of person on there? Because Cam probably has a crowd that they probably want to get into. Like that's always how these companies are thinking.
Yeah.
Who watches this stuff? How can we get into that type of crowd? First Take to me just has too many people. There's way too many people on that stream.
No, I'm jumping back.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of something we just leading off is like DMX. It was like, yo, Jay-Z, and I'm correlating this to like the labels, like how Def Jam was. They had good rosters. You know when they started to stop? When they signed everybody.
There you go.
Once you start like, because it took to a point where it was like, somebody's viral, they signed them.
Yeah.
And ESPN is basically doing the same thing. Where it's like, you got numbers on YouTube? Yo, come over here.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say he's not reputable. He's not good, but it's just like
he is good. He
what are they
got a
trying
good following.
But what are they trying to do?
He is polarizing.
There's certain people on there, and I'm not trying to get at these guys, but it's like they never made the Pro Bowl. They really never really did anything, and they talk like they're the guys.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's cool if they want to keep it like that, but you can't like see somebody like Cam has MVP, Pro Bowls, Super Bowl. Like he has the cachet, and then also he has this numbers thing. But now you're starting to sign everybody. It dilutes the actual brand.
Yeah.
And the thing too is everything is not linear.
Yeah.
So you got some stuff online, and you thinking, oh, I made whatever 1.4 subscribers.
Yep.
It doesn't probably translate to the TV.
No. And you also have to understand the ESPN fans might not like some of the things Cam say. Because Cam may have like a wild take and stuff like that. And it's like, all right. But my thing is, are they going to use him all the time? Is he only be used for football? Like
what's this thing? Because it's like First Take is a revolving door.
Yes.
I know Shannon's there from Monday, Tuesday. I tune in when Shannon's there.
Yeah.
After that, I really don't look. I know Bad Dog comes in.
He comes in with a weird energy too.
The hard part, even with the Shannon thing, is that Shannon don't live in Bristol.
No,
so
he's always on TV, and it's like you need Shannon in the building because his energy is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what made him and Skip so good because they turned it up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That you're right. That's the thing that you just feeling like, yo, we could come, but they don't have the same magic. And regardless. I've seen Skip and not Skip, Stephen A. and Shannon together sometimes. It's not Skip and Shannon.
No.
And I just seen some highlights. Skip went on
but
he said like, "We'll take it there."
Yeah.
Shannon with Skip
and the
Stephen A. They kind of like, "Yo, let's not do that."
Yeah, because that's not even in between them. What I always liked about Skip, and like I'm a Skip fan, you know what I'm saying? Even though he's done some fuck shit that I don't like. Yeah.
When we be in our personal like, I'm like, nah,
I defend him because what I defend him on is that he has no relationship with no sports players. Remember, a lot of these Shannon and Stephen A,
they're all cool.
They need kind of be cool with these guys because you won't get certain access to, interviews or
whatever.
Whatever the case may be. Yeah. And even how Shannon has the club Shay, he has Nightcap.
Yeah.
You can't be too crazy because you got to get these people on your show to a certain extent.
Yeah, because all of a sudden you can't have Clutch Sports can say to somebody, "Hey, don't come on," And I'm not trying to say they're bad guys. You won't have the access.
Exactly.
Stephen A. the same way. You got your podcast.
Yeah. So Skip never cared about that. Skip ain't scared to just say diss a basketball player or a player where the opposite person, if it's Shannon or Skip, they're going, "What? What did you just say about Kobe Bryant? Like, are you out of your mind?"
I will say this, and people don't. Shannon, and to your point, Shannon got some of that from Skip, where it's like he'll talk about some people, not the same way Skip did, but Skip made him comfortable to say that. Yo, just say what you got to say, and that's why the debates were good. And I seen the same thing Skip said, and Shannon said it. 6.5 years. Those last 5 months, 6 months, it got rocky. It just wasted its time. I just wish they would have like
the thing with Skip though is like I saw the whole interview actually today.
I didn't watch.
I saw some of it.
And the thing with Skip is sometimes like I guess now he's older, he gets it, but sometimes like if he says it, he said I've been saying this now with Stephen A. I'll take it there with you, and you can take it there with me. But once the cameras are off, I don't give a shit. I don't care.
He was never
It's over.
No,
he's like the opposite started happening with Shannon, and the biggest thing he said was the Tom Brady thing. He's like, when I said the Tom Brady thing, he got upset, and he was like,
"I seen that clip. I didn't like. He didn't reference that right.
He didn't.
He said, "Oh, Shannon said something about Hall of Fame." No, Shannon didn't say that first. He didn't reference that right, and I could call him out because what happened. He's like. Shannon's calling him out on how he's playing that year. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, "Yo, but Skip got pushed to the back against the wall." Was like, "Yo, he's way better than you."
Yeah.
And that's when Shannon said, "Yo, you talking to me like I'm in a freaking I'm a bum."
Yeah.
That's what happened. Skip got pushed to the back, and then he pushed back, and that like, "Yo, like
he did have with Chris Carter. He did have a lot of people."
But this was the time, like after all these years, Shannon probably let a lot of shit slide. I'm not giving Skip shit, but it's like it was unnecessary.
Yeah, it was.
yo, he's not playing good. That's what, if you listen to that, he's like, yo, he's not playing good.
Yep.
Shannon did have a lot of things where he'll go on Brady for like, he had an agenda for the most part, but that instance.
I think in Shannon's defense, he went at Brady because Skip loved him so much.
That's what
he just wanted to bust his balls.
You're right. He's like, oh, the same way.
The same way with LeBron.
LeBron. He wanted. He flipped it because a lot of times they'll be talking about LeBron and Shannon bring up Tom Brady. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, that had nothing to do with it, but he just wants Skip to be on his toes. And then it was just like for him to say he's way better than you. That's cool, but like he's like, wait a minute, like you'll take a personal shot at me. That's Skip. That Barstool I've seen it is like he.
Yeah, well, he was saying though, like that's how he looks at it. Like,
I'm not saying anything, but the way how he said that was
the thing is that not that Skip has been around for a while.
What's the topic right now? How we?
Yeah, we're gonna get back into it. Yeah, we'll get back into it. Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm like, why we talking about Skip?
Yeah, I was about to bring it around right now.
I got a look.
Yeah, I was about to
what I'm doing. You know, like it's a little.
I was about to bring it around right now though with this last comment, but like Skip is not afraid to you could take it there with him. And he'll be cool with you.
Yeah.
But not everyone's like that.
Not everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah. But with him and Stephen A, they never took it there like that. They had some moments like what made it great, and that's what Skip said. Yo, we did some rated. Like they'll take it there. That's what made even.
He said they took it further than him and Stephen A.
Yep.
He said we reached a level. He said that we reached a level where we were at the razor's edge of. Like, is it too personal?
Yeah.
He goes, and eventually, we never got too personal, but we fell off the edge.
I've seen both of them said it. Like, Skip said some certain times, like, even Shannon was like, yo, because you love Brady. He's like, no. Like, he's like, I'm a journalist. Like, yo, you're over that was over the line.
Yeah.
It was all good until what happened also, Shannon was becoming popular. So the shit that was coming back to Shannon, it looked like it was major. It used to always be back and forth with them.
Yeah.
It's just that Skip always was here and then Shannon was there. And then when it came to here and then Black Twitter, different things, it was like, yo, Skip talking to you like that?
Yeah.
But that's why I think Skip works with everybody else well. And I think, just to go back to the Cam Newton thing now, is that going to make ratings? Yeah, Cam got a following, Shannon got a following. But are they going to create the same magic that Skip could create with any one of them? Because I feel like Skip could do a show with Cam Newton and it'll be crazy. Because you'll be like, yo, Cam's going to go at him too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I will say this. Shannon is like, like depth. You know what I'm saying? And like I always said in the group chat, and Stephen A, he's good at what he... But I think he peaked. Like, he, first of all, his football takes, like you said, he's not a football guy. The basketball takes were more about him getting this inside scoop. He turned in. He was first getting the scoops, and then that's when I was like, "This is that." I didn't look at him for basketball takes.
No, he's looking for wild and crazy.
So I know he's and like I always say, get your money even with Cam and everybody. But it's like, I seen it. I see this like, we're signing, and this is probably the fall of the label, which is ESPN. Not to say ESPN's gonna fall off. They got Disney back. It's not the same thing that we grew up with.
But they should do more of what they're doing now. Because I even said it when Undisputed fell apart and they put together these horrible shows at FS1. And I said in the chat, I'm like, why didn't they just throw a bag at Cam and Mace? Just throw a bag at them. Who gives a fuck?
Do the same thing.
You would have had them at 8 in the morning. They already had their whole production thing. They already had their own thing. All you gotta do is put money behind it.
There you go.
The same thing they do with Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee didn't change his studio. Pat McAfee didn't change the way he does that.
Thing, nobody's watching that. No, that dude, I don't even know his name.
I don't watch it.
So he has a fan base from being on radio.
I mean,
but what I was saying, as far as like you trying to make a splash, he's not gonna make you a splash.
It's not working.
So if you put Cam and Mace, and one thing ESPN do with Pat McAfee said, I'm gonna keep my show the same. I'm gonna speak crazy too.
Yeah.
You can't censor me.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not them.
Yep.
And they agree to the terms. All right. They have to beep some of the stuff out.
Yep.
But he says what he says.
Do that on the back end because you don't want. I don't watch Pat McAfee like that, but I do see the. You don't want somebody like, yo, this is what I want from you, and now I censor you. And that's what back to what I'm talking about with labels and artists. Is like, imagine you sign DMX and then like, yo, can you make this type of? You can't tell that dude what to do.
Yeah,
you gotta let him be great.
And the artists that got fucked over was like they started listening to the label. You can hear somebody that used to do the mixtape records, something that was making them hot. Then you're like, yo, what type of record is this? What's going on?
You gotta tone it down.
Tone it down because these people are in the meeting, they're cutting you the check. But Pat McAfee said he's not doing that. And that's what Stephen A. seen. And he's like, y'all can do that. But
to go back to what Skip was saying on the thing, he was saying that the game is changing. He was saying that they were teetering on ratings even when Shannon was there. And when they started bumping heads, FS1 was just like, listen, we're gonna this is what he said.
I don't
know if he's lying or not, but he said that FS1 were the ones that were just like, listen, y'all beefing too much and the ratings are not like now. Before y'all were looked at as friends. Now y'all being looked at as enemies is fucking the ratings up. So we got to get rid of somebody here. And they weren't gonna do Skip because Skip was also executive producer. So
that was a marquee player when they first got him. Anyway.
So Shannon left, but Skip said that he really left FS1. He waited till his contract ran up. He had a year left after Shannon. Because now he said he's gonna do his channel. He's doing 4 or 5 different shows that he's getting into production. Then I have one with him, and his wife. One him by himself. He's gonna find another debate. So he's looking at it. He said the ratings are suffering. So I'm coming late to the party, but I have to transition.
I grow with the time.
And I would say this about him. I always say I don't count people out, but like with him, he's able to adapt. And not to say Stephen A. is not adapted, but like you said something we said in the chat, and like I said, it's like most of the sports take doesn't get it's the outside things he's talking about, like Diddy, and Scumbag said that.
Because I looked at his channel one time,
outside things,
and I'm like, when you talk about Diddy, you get 500 plays, 500,000 plays.
When you talk about sports,
you get 1,000. I'm like, what?
So that means we never look. So I don't want to say that, but like if I'm ESPN, like yo, like he's saying, yo, we number one, this is that. Like you said, another thing too. Some people said it's like, I mean, I travel, I'm in the bars. That's part of their views. They just people just put ESPN on.
And one thing too is just the last thing I'll say about this with the next one. It also counts Stephen as executive producer, right? So now you were never that type dude. Skip brought you on.
You don't find
so talent. Since Skip leaves, you find the talent now.
You don't find
it ain't that easy. Skip was the one that was like, yo,
this guy.
Me Stephen A. You know what? If Stephen A's out, give me Marcellus Wiley. Marcellus Wiley has his own podcast now doing numbers. So Skip was the one who found the talent. Skip was the one who said, let me get Shannon. And at the time, even Shannon says it. It was revolutionary because you weren't debating one-on-one with a ex-sports player. And Skip said that's what he wanted. He wanted, listen, I'm a journalist. You're in the Hall of Fame with 3 Super Bowl rings. You could talk about what happened in the locker room, how to get the championship, how to be in the Hall of Fame. You got that perspective. Stephen A's not that. What'd you do? You got Skip's guy. Oh, I'm gonna get Shannon. Skip found Shannon. You ain't find Shannon. Oh, let me find. You ain't find Cam Newton. Cam Newton's been a star since fucking junior college.
What are you really doing?
Like, who you finding? You ain't find. So that's why the show's suffering. You're not finding nobody. Watch Skip. And then Shannon said it on with Nightcap. He said, "Oh, we know that line. If you can find another hole or whatever." I'm like, motherfucker. He did. He found Stephen A. Then he found you. So like look at like go back with Diddy. Diddy had Bad Boy. He found Mace. He found 112. He found Faith Evans. Black Rob. At one time, Diddy, he found all the talent.
I can't get at him for that.
He was the one that managed Outkast. He signed Mary J. Blige. These are mega stars.
There's talent and talent. So you can't be like, because that's what used to be the thing. Oh, Diddy don't produce. Like, yo, he's five talent. Then he produces. He actually found the talent of the producers too. The Hitmen, D. Dot.
And well, Diddy was good at what Diddy will come in there, and why he got producer credit. They'll do a song or some shit, and he'll be like, "Yo, you know what? Change the hook, move it, because you know why, and get the ladies involved more, and blah blah."
Producing.
Or he'll hear it, like you said, he'll do ad-libs. Yo, fuck it.
I'm gonna jump on this.
I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna dance in the video.
Stephen A., what have you really, And then it's like, then he's saying, "Oh, I've been 12 years the number one." It's like, all right.
By default.
Yeah, default.
So
still got
yeah.
He still got.
I mean, nah.
We'll see how it works out.
Do your thing.
We'll see how it works out.
That's gonna.
Money.
We'll see it. We'll see it.
And like I said, I'm a fan of Cam Newton.
I'm always happy about motherfuckers getting their bag.
Get your money.
And if anything, just to finish it right here, it works out for Cam Newton because he really has 1 million subscribers.
Yes.
So now I'm on TV, bro.
That comes in lower thirds. They call it lower thirds.
Yeah, so
it's gonna be like
it's good for Cam.
Yeah,
I don't know about
happy for
ESPN.
Yeah,
I don't know about ESPN. I don't know what they're gonna go, but
corporations. So
yeah,
it's like
they corporate.
It's like real quick. I know I hate.
Yeah.
But it's like when the looting, different things happen. When you loot the mom and pop store, that hurts.
Yeah.
When you loot Target,
it's on the short.
That's corporation.
Yeah.
So basically, for Cam, he's good.
Yeah.
ESPN, y'all figure that out.
Another thing on ESPN. Woj retired. Now he's being officially replaced by Shams.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I haven't seen much of Shams as being on TV.
Yeah,
I've known Woj to be a personality kind of on TV.
Yeah.
You know, he had all the inside scoops, but I think it was Kofi that said it. We had a debate about this kind of, and Kofi was saying that Shams is signed to, or has connections with LeBron, Clutch Sports. So maybe that was helping there because you know Clutch got a lot of clients. Now you have an inside scoop with and hey, guess what? You got LeBron. LeBron knows so many guys. Yep. You can easily bet, yo, LeBron. What did Jimmy Butler said at the party last night about going to? Oh, yo, you ain't hear from me, but you know what I mean. So. Yeah. Let's see if it works out. How do you think it'll go on here with Shams being the lead insider for basketball?
You know, it's always a good move. Like, I want to see how this goes. Still, like I always say, I'm going to miss Woj, but, you know, he has crazy connections. So I am looking forward to see what he can do going forward. But what else can we say about it?
Yeah. I think it's also like Shams is popular like on Twitter, whatever, and then it's like Woj was always, but Woj, this is what Skip was talking about. Media's changing, the faces, the different, the way how, and Shams is like, you know, like young doing this and that. That's changing. I remember like I was young, ESPN. You had Chris Mortensen. He passed. Yeah, he used to be the NFL insider. He was in it. And I remember when Adam Schefter came, it's like, yo, who's this dude? Like this young dude, and he was more aggressive, more young. Different times was happening,
and they worked together good.
They did work together good, but then he Mortensen got diagnosed with cancer.
Because the other ESPN dudes they got for college is Mel Kiper and who's the other guy?
Mel Kiper and
the young dude.
Oh yeah, I know.
Damn, but he's been off camera a lot lately. But when he first got him and Mel used to go at it.
Because it was like, yo, no, he's gonna be there. I know that dude.
I can't remember his name.
Damn.
Oh, because
Kofi would have shot at
Yeah.
Yo, Kofi, where you at?
Kofi, come back from work.
But you see that I feel like Mel Kiper looked at him more like competition.
Oh, when they had
Mortensen
and Schefter were like cool.
They were cool, but Schefter was the future.
Yeah.
We didn't get that here with
Woj
and Shams, but it was like I think probably Woj probably sensed that. You know, like.
Since he was being kind of,
like sometimes you don't know what's going to be on behind the scenes, and Shams is a rising star, so he's associated with Clutch.
Yep.
The thing about Clutch, they did this not just because of LeBron. They're cornering the market.
Yeah.
So they cornering the market.
They even getting young cats too.
They getting those young cats. So they doing their thing, and then Shams is there, and then
and watch Clutch really go crazy when LeBron retires.
That's when it's
and LeBron's really involved.
That's what some things they got to chill. LeBron, that's tampering different things. Can't now I want to do the big dog, potentially an owner for the Vegas, whatever team that's
if that happens. But this ain't inevitable. But
because everybody's there.
Yeah,
football's there, baseball's there, WNBA is there. Everybody's there. They need an NBA team.
Hockey's there.
Hockey's there.
Golden Knights NBA team there. Oh my god.
Vegas, and one of my boys, man, I remember he told me two things. He's like, "Yo, sports is going to Vegas, and the betting is coming."
Yeah,
they was just regulating this.
Yeah,
everything was So basketball be there. Is LeBron going to be a part owner or whatever? Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
I can see that. He's definitely right.
We'll see how Shams does. Just my final take on it because not really like a crazy subject, but I just think that first time I see his picture was like last week. I know he was like an Indian. He was like an Indian dude. Yeah. I'm like, oh shit! Like, it was kind of what the hell. So now
it's good diversity.
We'll see more that he's on TV and see where it goes with that. But one thing ESPN is good at is maybe not the debate shows and the shows, but one thing they're good at is finding insiders, inside information.
Yep.
They get the scoop first. So
basically the best at that. FS1 is nowhere near that.
Yeah. Trading with NFL trading. Who's the first person we look? We all looking for Adam Schefter.
Yeah.
That's the type of people you need, and I think that's the way it goes.
Adam Schefter, Woj.
Adam Schefter report. You won't believe
that's gold.
Yep,
it's gold.
Yep.
Because I'll be hearing this, and I'm like, I look. So what happened, even with FS1, real quick, is like they took one of the ESPN's talent that was there. It was Chris Broussard, but some things you say wasn't really. It wasn't locked.
Well, it's like you said with Stephen A. At one time he was an NBA insider, but now you're on TV and radio. You're steering away from that, and you're being more of a personality. So now you don't have the same time to be trying to think for shit.
He used to get a little like pushback with a lot of players. They'd be like, "Yo, that's not going on." And he used to miss a lot, because you're not there like that no more. Like you said, you're dealing with this. Shams, I think that's a great thing. He's a young, talented person that's connected. So.
We'll see how that works out. Right now, as we're talking or watching the ALDS right now.
It's looking like Yankees and Guardians.
It's like Guardians about to take this. So how you feel about the overall, postseason going on right now with baseball?
We watched the Mets game.
Well, we said how the week was. We was there during the week. Mets game. What was that? Game 4?
Yeah, game 4.
Oh, you went to the game?
No. We was in the bar. I came from work one of those days. Damn, I just keep the camera on stage.
Yeah.
And then so what happened? Lindor's up with bases loaded. Yo, motherfucker threw a ball. Next one was a strike, but Lindor swung. Next thing was a ball. I told one of our boys that I said, do not throw that same pitch you threw that you struck, that you got the strikeout. He knocked that out, man. The ball was popping, you know what I mean? So
is it imagine to keep going on though with the Mets?
I'm a Mets fan. You know what I'm saying? I know Scumbag probably hate me for that. Nah, it's not hate. Y'all win. So y'all don't think we're the second fiddle. I know. I'm saying. I don't get that from you. But it's always, that's the thing with Mets. It's always a little magic. Because it's little brother. It's like, can little brother do it? And little brother did it in 86. 2000. They met Big Brother. So the closer was Armando Benitez. He blew those saves. We should have beat y'all anyway. Mets got a challenge with Dodgers. There's gonna be a challenge with Dodgers, but I like the scrappiness of the Mets, and I like they're. I was coming from work too. I was at Penn Station. We was all stopping by the bar. People are getting engaged. I don't see the same thing. See, the Yankees win so much that it's like, yo, they better win. While the Mets is kind of like, are they gonna do it? It's the feel good story, And I'm not trying to say that the city's filling away, but it's always when the Mets are kind of winning. It's like, are they gonna do something? Because it's little brother. But and then the Dodgers Padres series is crazy. Fights, different thing. It got really intense. Also,
that turned into a rivalry.
That's a rivalry. So next year they're gonna really push it, and then nothing like baseball postseason. Like, I will say NHL a little bit, but
the MLB postseason has been it's been killing it. Like I'm not the biggest baseball fan, but I've been turning in. I'm like,
what's going on?
What's going on? We was watching that Mets game. You can tell the energy's different, like because they get through their little 182. Each pitch matters because it's like, slider, ball drop. Like the batter got to watch. And then when Lindor hit it, I was like, he really hit a grand slam. And I know it Philly.
You remember what you said in the ball? He's like, if it wasn't for Lindor, y'all ain't even making the playoffs. It's the truth.
Yes.
That's why he was kind of saying he should be the MVP. I know Shohei gonna win it. Gonna give it to, but I think Lindor's
has a real.
But 50-50, you do a 50 home run, 50 stolen bases for people that don't know. It's
that's a crazy thing.
So who your favorites though to go to the World Series?
I'm gonna abstain from that because you know who I like. I don't want to.
So you think the Mets? You think they have a good chance with the Dodgers?
I have no. No dog in this fight.
This might be bigger than 86 if the Mets win.
Yeah.
Not really, though, because that's Docker and another that 86.
No, but if the way the Mets played during the season, they were pretty bad. And the end of the year, they just got hot. So if they win, bro, Dodgers supposed to win this. I'll tell you that. They're supposed to win it.
They got out that first round.
Yeah.
Dave Roberts is going to
No,
get fired.
Padres are good, though.
Yeah.
Padres are fucking good.
I was scared of the Padres because the Padres beat the Mets like a couple years back. Like that wild card round. They just like Mets bats went south.
Mets are definitely underdogs here, but they could do it. They have timely hitting. The thing is, can the magic keep going? That's it.
That's the thing. And are we possibly another Subway Series?
Yeah, that'll be crazy.
I remember when they saw that first game for Philly. Philly fans were like, "Yo, we're not doing this bullshit. We're not doing this bullshit."
Yeah,
because Philly's like, "Yo, it's just the Mets." Stole that first game. I was like,
to your point, real quick, with the Mets, stop playing this but that's what they do. They play from behind.
Yeah.
How much times can you do that?
Yeah.
I play sports. That's not a good feeling. I know it feels good, but when it matters the most, it doesn't feel good. You get tight. Like, damn, are we gonna get a hit? But it's been working with the Yankees. Also, that's the flip side. You're the favorites. It's like. Everybody's saying it's the easiest road because the Astros is out. Somebody else was out. Guardians.
The Orioles gave us a tough time. The
Orioles. That's something.
Yeah.
We're looking at Guardians. Look like they're gonna be there, and that's one of you guys. Like
that's one of
So it's not that easy as people said, but you guys are the favorite.
Yep.
Yeah.
How much would you want to see another Subway series?
Everybody doesn't like that.
Yeah. If they have a Subway series, I'm going to at least one game. I'm going to one.
Got to.
Upper deck is like last deck. It was like I looked it up actually for the Royals series. It was like left field. Yeah. A last deck. It was $80.
I'm going to.
Yeah. So
we'll go. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I spent $80. Go up in there.
PGN live report from the Subway series.
You can do that. We go out there. My Yankee shit. We're next shit.
We're going. We
putting that in there.
We're going.
And we record the whole shit. We go on the. We go on the Subway, record the whole shit.
We're going. Subway series. Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, it's on.
No, we're going.
Yeah.
Well, that would be dope. But baseball postseason, they're doing their thing.
Yeah. And I'm happy because I was a big baseball fan growing up, and it came a time where I was kind of like, I'm not really watching it no more.
Yeah.
And last 2-3 years, I've been watching it more.
The other thing, that pitch count.
Yeah.
It speeds up the game.
It helps.
Yeah.
It helps.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, why y'all doing that? But it's helping. It's like attention span isn't the same. So shout out to Rob, man.
Replay helps.
Yeah, replays.
You know, that had to change when football brought that. It was innovative because
football changed everything.
How many times a foul ball, fair. Yeah. You're like, what the fuck?
And then it's still a base. It's like, was it really safe? Everything was a human made.
MLB was one of the last sports to really adapt with the times because they're so old school.
It's like, don't flip the bat.
It's America's pastime.
Yeah,
you
gonna get left in the past.
They were that close. That's where he changed something. Like even the bat flips, it was like, yo, whoa.
Remember they were getting mad at they'd be throw
hit him with the
for what? Because he flipped the bat because you couldn't.
But the kids like this. It's like bang, like yo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they're doing their thing. They're actually going to be like Ohtani. Yep. They have the talent. Lindor, like they have the talent
to take us
to go in there. But
yeah, we'll see how everything goes. But I'm definitely excited. Hopefully we got a Subway series. Next topic, we got Dodgers pitcher Walker Buehler got robbed for $100,000. We got $100,000 watch. What kind of watch is it? Rolex, some shit?
I don't know.
So $100,000 watch got robbed at the LA County racetrack. We'll touch on this real quick because, like, come on, man. Like, if you listen, bro. If I get rich, I'm telling you right now, I'm looking like Bill Gates.
Yep.
I'm gonna fucking be wearing Kmart shirts.
Yep.
And if I have to go out, like, you know, you go out, let's say it's a big corporate event or whatever, there's celebrities there, and you got the jewelry, got those nice clothes. Bring it out for that. Make sure you got security around. Make sure the building's surrounded by the FBI. That no one can rob you. You got drivers. You got bulletproof fucking cars. Yeah. You can't just go out with $100,000
on your rip with your girl. And I'm like, and they surrounded him. I'm like, bro, these motherfuckers out here are crazy because
they're plotting.
They would say on camera, they're watching you.
Yeah.
They're watching you, bro.
We said this all
You may not think they are. They are watching you.
They got, as soon as they saw, we in town, we gonna follow him. We sending motherfuckers out. We doing this. Oh, yo, he's over here.
Yep.
Oh, he got 2 guys with him. I got 1 guy with him now.
Yep.
Oh, third day's comfortable. Just him and his girl.
Oh,
how they go in.
Especially when he was with his girl. They're like, oh, now we can press him. We can press him.
Yeah.
Because if he don't want it, go after her.
Yeah.
So now you got to give in because you got to protect your wife and type of
Same thing, RIP, PNB Rock. You know what I'm saying? They watched him.
That thing he went to, though, he went to Roscoe's.
Where everybody gets robbed at.
No, but they got different locations. He went to the one, like,
yeah.
I've been there. I went one time.
Yeah.
And the one I went to was like, I think it was all La Brea, you know? Like, people, like.
He went to the dangerous one.
It was a little cool. No, he went to the dangerous one.
Yeah.
Rocking the ice and all that.
Why? Like, yo.
So what happened? They caught it was the kid and the dad.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, he's here.
Watch him.
But my thing too is like, I don't understand people that rob. Like, I think you came in there to rob. Why did you kill him? Why did you shoot?
Well, supposedly he fought back.
He said
he tussled back.
I don't know, man.
And his girl, PNB Rock's girl, was there, so he was kind of more of like, yo, my girl's here.
Yeah,
like,
now you gotta be big.
You gotta be big though. And on top of that, you may be trying to protect her.
Yeah.
You may be like, yo, you got a gun on my girl. Hold up, like, you know.
Yeah.
You're not thinking. You're just going at it, you know. And unfortunately, yeah.
It's just I was there. I lived there for like 2 years. It was not a place that it was in a flashy place to be around. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I was around some people, it was chilling, and then I go somewhere else and like they could tell when you flashing over there. They're like, yo, either you have that backing or you're not from here. And
and hey man, 50 for all his beef that he had, bro. He made sure he had security guards, bulletproof vest, bulletproof truck.
It used to be like, yo, why you got scared? I remember at one time we grew up in certain ways, like, yo, you don't go around with security. No. But it got to the point you have security, and it's not about you're scared. It's like, nigga, I'm a commodity.
I'm a brand.
I'm a brand. I'm a business. That's what I'm protecting. I'm not protecting like I'm a bitch.
And so some people have kids and
I gotta make it home. I gotta do my thing.
And you got Poogie out there who just trying to get that quick fix.
Just demons, bro.
Yeah, man. Like,
some dudes out there, like,
you can see their face.
Literally, I was talking to my friend's party, and he was talking about he's chill with a dude. He got killed. The dude he was chilling with. Yeah. The dude was just crazy. He worked with him at Verizon, and the dude used to rob people just to do it. He had a fake badge, and he used to go around and say, "Yo, put your head against the wall. I'm gonna pat you down. Take their wallets, put them at knife point." He didn't need the bread. He had a job. He was doing it just to do it.
Just to do it.
So you got people out there who are just that. They don't even
do it.
They don't want to do it because they need the money for their rent. They're doing it just because I'm gonna fucking do it.
I'm gonna do it. I gotta get somebody today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo, that's why I always say it's not rich people. It's those motherfuckers who got nothing to lose. They the worst people, man. Like, yo, if I don't, I can't deal with it.
Yeah,
be safe out there, man.
Yeah, for real. You walk around with that much money and those expensive ass chains and watches. You see that 100 times. How many rappers got robbed, bro? A lot.
Man, back in the day, we didn't even know the rappers that was getting robbed.
Yeah, like, they kept it at a hush.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they had to play politics. Yep. Hit it like when the whole story with Tupac. I bet the man got his chain robbed. And
no, it was RZA at Club 6.
It was Method Man.
It was RZA. No, RZA was in a club with Method Man was in a club. It was RZA. That's the.
Oh, RZA
said, yo, my boys robbed you. I got your chain back.
Yeah.
Method Man was in a club with them at a different.
Oh, okay.
It was RZA. They never really.
But Pac was the one that found out who did it.
We got you.
So I think Method Man said the story was that Pac was like, yo, look, I know who did it. Come to the hotel room. I got your chain, and I have the guy here. You want to fight him 1-on-1? Let me know.
They was like, nah,
we good. Just want the chain back.
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
The thing with
and we didn't hear about that story till what? 15 years later.
That's why the thing with Tupac really had a problem with a lot of that East Coast thing was like
you know what
happened to him. Y'all didn't do that. Like he said, I did all this for y'all. Yeah. Some of y'all got robbed. Some of this, that. He'll always get down to that. And then when whatever happened to me, nobody had nothing to say. That's why he did. When I got older, I was like, yo, he just felt like, damn, I thought these dudes had my back. Some of these dudes I chill with. Some of them was not even. It's not about chill with. Like they talk all this King of New York and all that, and they had Nothing. No info from me.
Because Biggie was scared of
those dudes.
Those dudes.
Damn,
Pac was so big at the time. Pac, they respected Pac. So all the dudes out there.
I will only say this: Big did let him know, like, yo, watch out who you chilling with.
Yeah.
But you young, what does that mean? What does that really mean? Like, watch out. And then when it happened, but like to your point, he got him to. But when you go to these places, I like I said, I lived in LA, and then sometimes even I go to Charlotte, North Carolina. It's like. It's not. See, you can know your craziness. Like I know Newark, like and I'm not saying I'm good. I just that's that. But go somewhere else. There's like if you go to Atlanta, the houses are different. Like that's the hood. I know projects. I don't know houses. Go to LA. That's houses going on. Palm trees. I go to Miami. They have some Miami Garden, but you don't know these places. So you thinking like back to what you said. By day 3, you're like, oh, nothing happened to me. That's the time when it happens. Like, you know, and you don't know that. If you never grow up around there,
you don't know that.
I don't care how gangster you are, you don't know those places.
You don't know what they're capable of.
Nah, and they do different things, and they'll be like, "Oh, he not from here," and people don't understand. You stick out like a sore thumb. No matter where, wherever you go at, like
they know who has money, bro.
They know who has money. And they know you're not
look
from
like
here.
got money.
Those two things happen. They be like, go to the gas station. Atlanta, sometimes at midnight you can't, like late night you can't go to the gas station. That's no. So if you're pulling up like thinking you're good, that's the time. That's food, you know.
So protect yourselves out there, guys. All right, so we're going to pepper takes now. Big, I guess, bombshell or thing that hit the internet that kind of went viral. J. Cole dropped a new track, Port Antonio, touching on the Kendrick and Drake beef and why he didn't get involved and you know, all that fucking mess. But what y'all think about it? I'm gonna be kind of brief because I don't want to go in on Cole because sometimes because the thing is with me is like, you know, I rap, I make music, so sometimes people look at that perspective. They're like, oh, you just hate it because he's big and you just a local rapper, and, you know what I'm saying? So. Oh, Cole body you, fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
Yeah, so you get that kind of thing on there. But, you know, just from a fan perspective, taking the whole music thing out of it, which I always give my opinion on. I never put personal effects. The only thing I get personal with is maybe Tupac. Like, if I'm drunk in a Tupac argument, I'm going to go ham.
I've seen that.
I'm going to go skip Bayless on you. You know what I'm saying?
First time I met you, I was like,
yeah, I'm going to go skip. I might
get there, but
I might diss your mom or something. I don't know. I might go crazy. You know what I'm saying? No, but
I get it. How was the first album for Tupac though?
Huh?
How was his first album?
Tupac's first album? Yeah. Pretty ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But I'm subjective.
I'm not even trying to get
Yeah.
No, Tupac's.
But I'll keep it real.
I just want to know how crazy you were.
Yeah. You say Homer.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to do. That was a little like.
Well, I go
litmus test.
I go crazy on like.
I know.
Yo, all eyes on me is ass. Hold up, hold up.
I'm gonna slap somebody.
Yeah.
I was just first time I met you, we was Tupac.
No. If I'm a big fan of you, I could still take a step back and be like, I don't agree with this.
Really objective.
Yeah.
Like
I can sit back and be like, I don't agree with
Tupac
this.
fans don't be objective.
I'm
a Tupac fan.
Yeah.
I'm not the ultimate Tupac fan.
Yeah,
I know you are. But for you don't know that first album was ass.
I'm just a backtrack.
I was talking about that the other day. I was like, yo.
Yeah. Anyway. But just the backtrack when I had a guy I used to work with, and not that he defended J. Cole, but I used to just get on J. Cole. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's the third best rapper, blah, blah. I'm like breaking it down to him, like, yo, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And there's like when he did Let Nas Down, that kind of stuff, there was things in that song that I was saying before J. Cole said it. And I was like, bro, I'm not crazy. I'm telling you, I'm looking at it as totally objective. Like, this is what it is. Yeah. And once he backed out of the battle, I'm like, what did I tell you? I told everyone this
years ago.
6 years ago. The dude just not built for that. You know what I mean? And there's nothing against J. Cole because, he's a great rapper. He's had versions that are bananas. He got songs that are huge. He done tours that are huge. You put him on a camera, a microphone, and a beat, he'll slaughter it.
Don't sleep on him.
Yeah, he'll slaughter it. The issue is beyond that. Now, listen, you could be a great basketball player. You could be Anthony Edwards, let's say, right? You come in as a rookie, number 1 draft pick. You're doing good, but guess what? Now you're building up.
Yep.
Now you're in the 3rd year. Now you're in top 5 territory.
Yeah, you got
the expectations change.
Yep. He's right.
People want bigger things from you. You can't drop 35 in the finals. You better be dropping 50.
Yeah.
If you ain't dropped 50, they're gonna say you suck.
Yeah. That's why when he said what he said, and that West Cup final, one of those games, he said I was tired. I was like, you can't say that.
You can't say that.
Say that.
Maybe your first year,
when you're under the radar.
Yeah,
you're young.
Yeah.
So to J.
Yeah. So now J. Cole.
Yeah.
Not only are you being placed top 3,
but
you're putting yourself there. You're putting yourself there. So I say Anthony Edwards, right? He ain't ready yet. Year 3, he's like, yo, LeBron, let's see this.
Yeah.
All right, motherfucker, let's see.
I'm the best player in the league. You don't show up.
Yeah.
Do that.
You gotta get ripped. So now J. Cole said I'm top 3. Not even top 3. He said he's the best.
He was saying he's the best.
He said he's the
he
best.
Snuck into saying the top 3. Then all of a sudden, because of his feature run, he was bodying certain rappers.
And you had hip hop fans saying he's the best.
Yeah. Because he was bodying rappers while Kendrick was on the side.
Yeah.
5 years, you didn't drop out.
And we already know Kendrick is super competitive from the Control verse.
Yes.
But so you don't think that you're saying you're number 1, you're number 1. This dude ain't gonna come knocking on your door sooner or later?
What happened is the 5-year takeoff. Yeah, like taking 5 years off made the vulnerability like okay, Kendrick kind of probably not that guy. Drake, he's doing so much. It's one dance, then he'll do this. So it's looking like
it's between Kendrick and Cole.
Not Kendrick,
Drake
and Cole.
Drake and
like Cole took it. Like
It
looked like he took it.
Yeah,
that's what he was feeling. Like you said, a rap game. People saying it. I remember the off season. I like that album.
Yeah,
it was during the band. I like. This is not the
guy.
case close. Yeah. I didn't take that like this is the guy.
And I was saying that too. My bad. So go back to your point real quick. I was saying that too because I'm like, yo, bro, listen. Like it's hard to bring up the 90s because golden era or whatever.
Yeah.
But let's say the top 3 rapper at the time was Jay, DMX, and Nas.
Yeah.
Okay, Nas is putting out bangers, bro.
Yeah.
He's putting out fucking bangers.
So that's what Nas tried to tell him when he jumped on a remix of Let Nas Down. He said, yo, he's disappointed in you because like when you did the workout song and all that, it's just like J. Cole said, but you put You Owe Me. He said that was my 4th album. He said the 4th album pressure is different than the first album pressure. Like, be organic. He's like, yo, you the one. What happened? Like you let so much, and that's why even for him, we should have known then. It bothered him. That's why he put Let Nas Down. It bothered him that I'm about to be in this beef, but I don't really want to be in this beef.
Yeah.
And then now, yo, that's my boys. I got blood on me. And you didn't.
Yeah. And he threw the first shot on first-person shooter. You're throwing the shots at Kendrick.
Rap Drake
because basically, it's like when Tupac said, like, "Yo, when I was in jail, everyone was talking shit because they thought I'm gone.
Yeah,
I'm locked up. I got rape charge. I'm in jail for 10 years.
Yeah,
I ain't getting out.
Yeah.
So when he got out, Tupac said, "Bro, they saw a ghost. This motherfucker's alive."
Yeah,
and that's how it was with Kendrick. You took all this shit. Because Kendrick is sitting back.
Now
when he comes out with like that. Oh,
shit.
You woke up Godzilla. Godzilla came out the ocean now. Now you're like, hold up.
No, J. Cole, you stepped up.
Yeah.
You said, I got that.
Yeah.
He said, I got
You said Candyman in the mirror 3 times.
You said all that. No, but then how a week later you on stage in front of like
the bad.
Corny ass.
That's bad.
Corny ass nigga. And like, listen, J. Cole.
So is this part 2 of what he did then? Or is this worse than being on stage?
Yeah. Well, he backed out of Control, right?
He backed out on stage. I would say.
What is this? Why you put a record set? And he said, I would
have won. Bro, no one wants to hear this. No one wants to hear this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of J. Cole will leave him alone. Nah, bro.
He's a nice guy.
You wanna be in this top 3 conversation.
No.
You have to make top 3 move. That's not a top 3 move.
Yeah.
That's a nigga of like, yo, I'm just happy to be in the conversation, but when it gets up, I'm out.
But him doubling down right now pushed him out the conversation. He's actually doubling down on
what you did, and then you say I could have won that. Nigga, no one cares. No one cares. I'm sorry, no one cares. We can give as much, even though Drake loves, we give Drake his props because he stood up, he went out swinging.
And I felt like Drake stepped up knowing he was gonna lose.
Exactly.
But he knew he couldn't back down.
He couldn't back down.
Yeah. I gotta give him props. And it's funny, he's getting some props from that. It is not like
Cole gets no props. Cole gets
no
nothing.
Cole's getting more props though. You see the comments
from where?
You see his Instagram comments? They're going, yo, thank God Cole, blah blah. People on Twitter,
weirdo fans,
yo, no, it was mad rappers on Twitter. I was tweeting them. They're like, yo, this is why Cole's the best. This is why. I'm like,
I didn't hear
what
that.
are you saying?
Weirdo fans, bro. If you are saying this is why Cole's the best, you don't deserve it. Competition breeds character. And I'm like, yo.
What did Nas say on the rule? That song, he said, if you be the best, you challenge the best. And the best is spiritual.
Yeah. And the blessings are spiritual.
Oh my God, bro.
Top of the world for the kid, nonetheless. I can see when, like, I went at Jay-Z, who was trying to get me out the game, and then, like,
the number one, it was 1 and 2.
It was 1 and 2.
And he ain't back down.
The thing, too, is you put the record out. If you would have lost because the record was out, hey, you lost. It could. Let's just say it was a better record in this record than anything Kendrick or anybody did. But once you take that back, it's like, what's the record? That's like, let's imagine Nas put out Ether and a week later, the sting it takes from Ether?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yep.
And let's just say, hey, that record was it is what it is. You can't come back a fucking 6-8 months later.
When the shit's over, nah, bro.
I would have won.
The bodies are on the ground. They're not even on the ground. This is months later. The bodies are packed up already. They're in the morgue already. They already built a parking lot over the war zone.
It's a whole new place. It's a whole. It's like, yo, you come back, that Walmart's gone. It's
done.
Yeah. Then you was like,
I was
Damn, my store could have worked out.
Yeah,
Walmart's already up. Walmart's already up. Damn, my store would have been lit. No one would have been.
Oh my God, man.
You lost.
Now it's starting to be like, who's around you?
Yeah, his people.
This is when people.
Well, he's the leader of his crew.
Yeah,
so you think JID and all these guys, and think of the label you're on. He has JID. He has the guy Boss, whatever. He has Ari Lennox.
She's good.
So these are people that are not going to be in your ear going, what are you doing?
Don't do it out because they just want to be on.
They just like, all right, he's a leader. He wants to do that. Whatever.
I get it. But like,
you mean to tell me that when Jay kind of when Nas dropped Ether or whatever, right?
Dame Dash wasn't around.
But I was saying Nas dropped Ether and he went crazy on Super Ugly trying to get at personal.
Yeah.
You ain't think he was in the room with all them thugs, Memphis Bleak and Billy Seal. Not that they were saying, yo, you gotta say something. Their silence in the room was like, these guys got lost. Because Beanie said that when they all were there, when they first played the record, and he said you could hear a pin drop.
They said
the whole studio was quiet.
Died.
Yeah. So Jay was just that vibe right there. Jay's like, I gotta do something because my crew just thinks I got washed.
Yeah.
And these ain't little they sharks.
Yeah.
These guys are sharks.
They gonna
He was a shark.
He was a shark.
And and Jay didn't take it there. If Jay would have been like, yo, Beanie, Nas performing over here. Go over there with state property and do something. Beanie would have did it.
It was ready. They was ready for that. And it's just back to what you said. It's like, who's on your camp? What's your crew? And I'm not talking about the artist. It's also like, who's even your mentor? Who's your mentor? Because I know if I would have that would have been me in that position, my dad by himself would have been like, bro, the fuck you doing? You can't back out of this, bro. First of all, when you already back, what's this record about? Like, leave that alone. Nobody's even talking about that beef now. And then you bringing it up, and then like
you are rehashing this.
Yeah,
like it's
to be like,
it's over.
I would have won.
Bro,
what did Kendrick say? There's no round twos.
I would. He's not wrong about that. I would rather you stay silent and go away, and that's be like, yo, where Cole at? But when you do stuff like this, it makes you look even cornier. And now motherfuckers don't respect your opinion.
And don't tell me, oh, I would have won.
Nah.
Your diss song, right? Your diss song you put out. If Euphoria would have been half about you and half about Drake, he would have been in trouble.
Exactly.
Because Euphoria was fire.
Mm-hmm.
You don't say you would have won.
Yeah.
And Euphoria was Kendrick going light. Because once Drake took it there, Meet the Grams and Like That came out.
Mm-hmm.
Not Like Us, whatever, came out. Because
Yeah.
Like That and Euphoria was just bars.
Yeah.
Once Drake turned it up, Kendrick turned up.
Yeah.
You don't say J. Cole that if you would have turned up, what level Kendrick would have took it to?
Ready for that.
And tell me this: Euphoria and Not Like Us, and Like That. That's not Kendrick being lyrical. You don't even want to see Kendrick get lyrical. Like they have early freestyles.
Lyrical. He didn't get
lyrical.
No,
he didn't.
He had these themes. One of the records though was a miss. It was 616 and 11.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, but he was relentless.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was like,
Yo,
Cole, you're not ready for that.
Look up early freestyles of Kendrick going crazy lyrical. Yeah. Like him in a freestyle, like it was before he was big.
Yeah.
And his lyricism was retarded. And I'm like, because academics did that. And they was like, all right, he's a Drake dude. So then, I'm gonna put up the freestyle. So he had the freestyle when Drake was on Funk Flex or some shit, or he was on
the Blackberry.
Tim Westwood or some shit. Yeah. So he's like, oh, come on, this is a classic freestyle, blah, blah. He pulled up an old Kendrick freestyle. He got 40 seconds in and he was like, he's doing too much now. He stopped it. He was like, bro, this is 40 seconds in, he's bodying Drake already. Like, so don't say you would have won because if Kendrick would have went to that lyricism level and showed the levels, you would have got dusted.
Yeah. That's what he knew. See, the thing is, you knew that. That's why you backed out. But now you're trying to say I would have won because the backlash of you backing out.
Yeah.
And it's really not news to me because I didn't listen to it. So that's how. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I take on it, man.
Corny ass nigga, man. Just corny ass.
I missed the old hip hop, man. Yo, old hip hop, bro. You would have dissed you guys. He would have came at you. You would have dissed. You would have dissed any small rapper. You would have got Who the fuck was Tin Dog? When he dissed fuck Compton. Like this shit was back in the day, it was competition. I don't care. If I'm number 20, you number 1, I'm still going at you. I don't give a fuck.
If you're giving me attention, I'm coming there.
Eminem beef with Benzino. I'm like, who the fuck is Benzino? Like, I remember
beef with cannabis, beef with
like what? I'm like, Eminem. I didn't even know who Benzino was until like later.
Bro, Eminem is so crazy. They were saying that 50 was saying on the interview. He's like, bro, I had to beg him not to diss Nick Cannon. Remember Nick Cannon did that whole wilding out shit?
Yeah.
He had a bunch of wilding out rappers dissing him. Emma's gonna come back at them. And 50 was like, why? The songs are horrible.
Exactly. Leave him alone.
Why? But Eminem was so crazy. He's like, bro, you mentioned my name, I'm coming at you.
Mention my daughter, I'm going. I was like, who is this no-face rapper dissing Eminem? But that's how crazy niggas were back in the day. You had to, because you couldn't look weak because then people behind you like, oh.
Yo, but you know a crazy thing? It's the same thing what happened with Drake and Kendrick, kind of like the industry. They didn't put out the records to diss each other, but everybody started doing this.
Yeah.
Same thing kind of happened with Jay-Z and Nas. They actually started putting that. Remember, that's where K Slay used to have Street Sweet. It used to be mixtapes full of disses. Everybody started.
Jay and K Slay beefed a little bit because he's the one who permitted it.
Yeah, but I was like, they changed the whole game. I was like, everybody just started dissing each other. Like Jermaine Dupri was dissing people. Like
with Dre,
Dr. Dre,
and
no,
Jermaine
but when
Dupri.
the top does it, everybody like, oh, that's what we gotta do. So, this didn't happen here. Nobody started dissing, but everybody just got distant.
Yeah,
like now they're not
because now in this era, bro, those allegations are crazy.
That's another thing too.
So.
I don't think, but they did this before the allegation. Everybody started to be like, "Yo, it was a 20v1." Everybody started
this shit behind the scenes that's going on with Drake.
Yeah.
That people, what did he say on Meet the Grams? Yo, LeBron, keep the family away. So now, what did Kendrick do? Kendrick dropped the new song, "The Party's Over."
Yeah,
and he wasn't talking about the party's over between him and Kendrick. Him and Drake, he was talking about the industry, and a day later, Diddy gets arrested. Like, Kendrick's getting this shit from behind the scenes.
Yeah, he got people.
This is what he said on the Meet the Grams too. He said there's sick shit going on in the industry, and some of these rappers are here to police it.
Yeah,
this is starting to come out.
Because the thing that happened is like you at this party, and not the part that like some people got into the freak off situation. And they all shook now. Am I on camera? What did I do?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not what you did. What did I didn't step in for?
Yep. Yeah.
You know, and then like now even like Elon Musk with this robots and all that, like they're like, oh, they're gonna record what's going on there. I'm like, most people have cameras in their apartments in the house now. So, but back in the day, it was a part. You had a part. You didn't know Diddy was doing this. So back to what you're saying is like, what did I do?
Yeah.
But the other part is sometimes not what I ain't do anything. What did I allow? Like,
yeah.
Did I see an underage girl take something and that got nothing to do with me? Did you stand up? Did you say anything? So the industry, that's the part of the industry.
So to say that there's shit. The thing that split up was that there's shit behind the scenes that Drake like Meet the Grams. You gotta go. So we're gonna. This is the last subject anyway.
I'm not too much on that.
Yeah, so there's the last thing I wanted to say about it though, but
yeah,
there's shit going on behind the scenes that that some of the allegations might be true. Because now that this is stuff from Drake, because it's like, oh, we know this shit was going on. Can you just put it out there now? So now it's out in the public. We got this is ourselves right now because this shit has validity to it. We know this shit was going down.
So Kendrick was the first dude too. I remember King Kunta. It was like, yo, a ghostwriter, a rapper with a ghostwriter. How the heck that happened? We didn't know who he was talking about.
Yeah.
Until like Meek Mill said something about the ghostwriting with if you're reading this too late with what's his name?
They did a song together, Rico.
Yeah, but no, it was Quentin Miller.
Yeah, Quentin Miller was the one who had the verse.
But Kendrick Kendrick alluded to something. I didn't know who he was talking about. I remember that record was like, I was like, yo.
Yeah, before it came out, Kendrick alluded to it.
Party dying. He's like, all this information he had. You remember he didn't give out all the information. Like you said, everybody's kind of like, nobody's themselves anymore. Probably besides Future put out his song.
Yeah.
I think a lot of this industry thing is like some people like they're talented, but they're like a little weird, and you don't know how to get like women, and then really have a good time, and then you're drugging, you're doing certain things, and it's like that's where we're at. So like back to what you said, who's on those tapes, and that's why you have to get silent because you probably at a party. But did you partake in this? And then sometimes, not to excuse anybody, but you could have been blacked out. Because I heard you spiking drinks and you probably did certain things. You like, did I really do that? You don't know. You blacked out drunk, blacked out off of drunk.
You could have, like you said.
I'm not excusing.
The main punch, what the allegations are, was spiked.
It's spiked.
So you got fucked up. You wake up the next morning like, what happened last night?
So go to a party and then motherfucker spike your shit with Molly and shit, and you acting crazy.
Yeah.
And then you on the camera years later, you like, I didn't fucking know I was even doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's getting to like some murky territories, but that's part of the party dying because like the industry is just not the same anymore.
Well.
Is rap dying or is the industry dying? I think it's the industry.
I think all industries are dying. We went back to ESPN. We're going back to a lot of these places now.
Movies.
It's taking advantage of the talent and the artists for so many years.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing in general. Like I was talking about this in school. We're talking about marriage.
Yeah.
And how marriage back then, the women stayed, and it's like but how long did men take advantage of women acting like that? These men back in the day had other families. They're beating their women. If a woman told them no sex that night, they raped them. They were fucking their sisters.
So
and now it's flipping on his head because we basically oppressed them.
Yeah, you seen your mom. I'm not talking about for women. You see your mom, your sisters deal with this, your aunts. You're like, I'm not gonna deal with that.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. So now these women now becoming businesswomen. We might have a woman president.
Yeah, we're seeing 3-4
we're seeing it totally flip on his head.
Yeah.
And in the industry, the same thing. You never took care of the artists. ESPN, you didn't take care of the talent. No. So now the talent and the artists, you have to understand. I said this about everybody. If I have a label, it's 50-50. If I'm giving you the money, it's also 50-50 because I'm giving you the money. Yeah, but if you ain't making the records, it's the same thing when I throw shows. I tell artists that. I just take care of them. Give them prizes, give them liquor, give them money off of the venue.
Profit sharing.
Because it's like, bro, I'm throwing the show. Yeah, I got the platform. Yeah, I got the thing. But if you don't rap, I don't have a show. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make them feel like.
So the back in the day, like, oh, we're the label. We got that doesn't.
Without us, you ain't shit.
That doesn't exist.
That was it. Now you have the internet.
Yeah.
And even Cam says it to this day on the sports show.
Yeah.
Bro, if I had the internet and DistroKid, I would not sign a label. I could distribute my music and promote it as much as I want and do whatever I want. I'm going to have the label calling me like, yo, you need a record with Mariah Carey. I could do a record with whoever the fuck I want to do. And now that the talent and the artists know that, look at Skip. Okay, my year is up. Why should I sign to ESPN or FS1? No. I'm just going to do my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I'm a executive produce my own shows.
You're gonna refocus that
and make my own money.
The thing is, like you said too before, like Shannon never wanted to leave FS1.
Yeah.
So imagine somebody that doesn't want to leave, and if he kind of got forced into this
space,
the space where he's like, and I think he still did a deal with like Volume Sports, where he probably didn't have to do. I don't know the percentage. Of course, he wanted some type of backing to do that, but I don't think he needed to do as much as what he did because he wasn't. I don't think he was really confident in what he was doing. And then Nightcap to me is better than Club Shay Shay. Club Shay Shay because of course the
Cat
Williams that blew up, but it's like Nightcap is kind of his
thing
because he's sports. He's becoming like a journalist, interviewer.
He's becoming a personality. He's funny.
He's funny.
He's
and
funny.
His thing, what he does, that's what he found when he was at was Undisputed. Was like, I gotta be me.
Yeah.
Like Stephen A. would. Is that him? Sometimes I don't know. It's like, yo, we don't really know. And I know even Shane is a private person, but like. He gonna be like, oh, my grandmother said this is that. Like he just it's like right then and there. I'm like, that's Skip finding, like you said, the talent. So
so I think,
like you said, these industries it's obsolete. This is the way how it used to run, you know, and it's
getting obsolete, bro.
And it needs to be that.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah,
because now once you get people, to me in any industry, once you get people involved who are only about money and not about the art and not about pushing the culture forward, it halts it. It
and that's
fucks it up because
that's why I say
these people have no idea. Like, bro, do you understand? Like, even me, I was there for the beginning of hip hop, but I watched so many DVDs and information on it. I know the roots of it.
Me too.
And I wouldn't go against that if I became big. If you're not indulging in that kind of shit and you ain't knowing the history of shit, and you're just showing up as an executive and going,
what I'm saying.
Yo, Skip, I want you to talk about LeBron the whole thing, the whole hour. You're like,
so
nah.
It's like Tupac never even got to that level, but I think Nas met with some of this thing. I don't even think DMX entertaining. I'm just saying, you signed, they found you, your talent, this, that. And like you said, by like album 3 or 4, because when you submit the album back in the day, it used to be like, it'll be at a label and it's like a conference room.
Yeah.
They're listening to the album. That's Jizza has the line like, the woo sue for these labels, like he's talking about like some nigga that's climbing the mountains trying to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
So you in the meeting, like this is your album, and they're like, I don't really like this. A guy that doesn't even do hip hop, doesn't know anything, he's telling you, I don't like that.
Imagine hearing Wu-Tang for the first time and the way Raekwon and Ghostface rap is so crazy. Even me, I'm a hip hop head. The way Ghostface rap is like cold.
It's like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, so if you hearing it and you
not,
and you have no idea, you're like, what are you talking about?
You're like, that's not like whatever at the time, Big Daddy Kane or whoever was like, and then but you needed that. And that's the thing where it's not gatekeeping, but it's more like you don't know what's going on. So it's like, I agree with you. Like, this is a whole new thing. It's really 50-50 partnerships.
Yeah.
And then
But now it's flipping totally on his head. Where rappers are like, I'm gonna be independent. Ain't no 50-50 motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm just doing.
If anything, we're gonna do a distribution deal. You could take my shit and you could distribute it, but
Master P.
Yes, that's
it's kind of like an 85
ahead of the time.
85-15. That's the deal he had.
Cash Money has that deal.
Yeah, 85.
Bad Bunny has that deal.
They didn't believe that. They're like, all right, we'll give you that, whatever. We're gonna distribute. And he was somebody. I used to be like, I remember getting a Source magazine. I'm like, damn, he just dropped out. It'll be. Remember, they'll take the ads out. C Murder, this album, like Hot Boys. I mean, Hot Boys is my bad. That's Cash Money, but like
C Murder, Mystical,
different Mystical, Mercedes,
Silk the Shocker.
Like even Mercedes, it was a chick. Her ass was out.
Mia X.
And I'm like, why so many albums coming out? I wasn't used to like that hustler mentality. That was down south. Up north was like, yo, drop my album, go on tour, work that. And I'm talking about Rockefeller. I'm not even talking about Def Jam. It's like Rockefeller acting like Def Jam.
Yeah.
They weren't like down south. It's like, yo, we're gonna flood this thing, rap a lot of different things. So, I like what's going on. I don't like. I'm not for the old guard.
Try and save the art, man.
Nah, I'm not for the old guard.
It's to me, it's about. And we'll end it here. We're like an hour and 20 minutes in, but to me, man, it's really what people don't understand is that, bro, you're gonna die one day. 100 years from now, yo, believe it or not, 100 years from now, Martin Luther King's gonna be a blip. You know what I'm saying? For someone so big for us, who are larger than life, you know, all these rappers, 50 Cent and Jay-Z, blah, blah, 100 years from now, they might say Jay-Z's ass 100 years from now. You don't fucking know.
I see where certain things change. I'm like, and I'm a Jay-Z fan, but I'm not the biggest. But I'm like, no, like he was the guy, you know, like.
But 100 years from now, you don't know. So
that's the thing, and that's why I think he does some things where he's like, I need to do some things in different spaces. Like, oh, I put Kendrick on
the NFL thing. I'm gonna do this.
That also keeps because
it's more about what I was saying. What I think he realized now he's older.
Yeah,
it's not about you. It's about keeping the art alive for the next generation.
Yeah.
That's the point. Yeah. Because, bro, you gotta hope that, you know, the future generation is speaking what hip hop really means.
Yeah.
Because you can't just allow shit to be. It's the same shit. Yeah, you have a woke culture that, you know, they may go too far.
Yeah.
But the good thing about it is that they're policing the fucked up shit that's going on.
Yeah.
In a way, you need that because these people will be corrupt. And there's no consequences. They'll keep doing it.
No, because the thing, back to what you said before this internet thing, is like we didn't know.
Yeah.
We didn't know this. Like, and then next thing you know, you get certain information and people get to like be canceling. I don't agree with like, hey, canceling, but like, oh, you did this? Like some of the R. Kelly stuff, that should have been exposed. And that's back to a lot of y'all doing records with them. You know these things, and you didn't. And then. But I know that was a different time, but I'm just trying to say this time you can't really get away with that. And I like that. I don't want to work with somebody that's sleeping with little girls.
Yeah. Or trying to fuck my wife when I'm on tour.
And that's what he's basically what Kendrick was saying. Keep the family away. Like, I don't know. Drake is kind of like, and I'm not trying to excuse Drake. I'm just saying, like, basically what Kendrick, to me, what I got from that was like, oh, your daughter's 16. He's waiting, probably.
Yeah.
I don't think he.
Well, not even that. If it goes back to Diddy, what if Drake had cameras in his house and LeBron was doing some shit there?
Because you're thinking you're cool, but you're not that cool with these people like that. And I always like.
So once the feds run down, bro, you don't know. Diddy could be singing right now. You don't know.
Man. All right, man. What up?
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here, man. It'll be all fucking day.
I know.
But appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Next week the gang should be here, but we're going for that Subway series. That's what I'm looking forward to. All right, peace.